Yo, what's up, cadets? It's Blue Nova, and I'm back with a new tutorial on how to get your vocals to sound like Chris Brown in his new song Need You Right Here featuring Bryson. And this time we're using it in Logic Pro. If you guys want to go ahead and get the vocal preset, it's available now in Logic Pro, FL Studio, and also using Wave Studio Rack. Let's go ahead and begin. So here's a preview of what we're going to do today.
Need you right here. You know what I like, girl. Let's take it there. Do it all night.
Alright, cool. So the first thing we're going to do is just work on the lead vocal and the hook, and then we're going to work our way through. So the first thing we're doing is just putting some auto-tune in our vocal. I'm using the stock pitch correction in Logic, and what I'm doing, just setting it on A major, and this is what it sounds like with it.
Need you right here. You know what I like, girl. Let's take it there. Do it all night.
So next thing I'm doing is just putting a noise gate just to shut off any noise that plays whenever my vocal is not playing.
Need you right here. You know what I like, girl. Let's take it there. Do it all night.
After that, we're going to do some subtractive EQing with a channel EQ.
Need you right here. You know what I like, girl. Let's take it there. Do it all night.
Next up, we're going to add a second channel EQ in order to get that crispy, high-end clarity like Chris Brown. What I'm doing is just boosting around the 8 to 10K region to get that air out of the vocal.
Need you right here. You know what I like, girl. Let's take it there. Do it all night.
So after that, I'm going to de-ess my vocals, and I'm using a free plugin called TDesser that everybody can get online. And this is what it sounds like with it.
Need you right here. You know what I like, girl. Let's take it there. Do it all night.
After that, I'm adding some compression. I started with the Studio FET and then just adjusted some settings just to make sure our vocals are getting compressed really well.
Need you right here. You know what I like, girl. Let's take it there. Do it all night.
So after that, I'm just using a classic VCA compressor in order to compress our vocals a little bit more.
Need you right here. You know what I like, girl. Let's take it there. Do it all night.
Next up, I have an adaptive limiter in order to just really level out the vocal a little bit more.
Need you right here. You know what I like, girl. Let's take it there. Do it all night.
After that, you want to use a multi-band compressor in order just to level out some of the dynamic ranges in the vocal.
Need you right here. You know what I like, girl. Let's take it there. Do it all night.
So next up, I'm using a chroma verb, and this is essentially just reverb. I'm starting off with a vocal hall, and then I'm messing with the settings to get that very ambient sounding vocal that Chris Brown has in the beginning with his hook.
Need you right here. You know what I like, girl. Let's take it there. Do it all night.
And the very last thing, just putting in Ozone Imager 2. This is also a free plugin that you guys can use as well. But I noticed that Chris Brown's vocals in the hook are wide, so you want to make sure to get that same sound. And this is what it sounds like with it.
Need you right here. You know what I like, girl. Let's take it there. Do it all night.
Alright, cool. So underneath his hook, he has this Foreman pitch voice, and I'm going to show you guys how to get that, but I'm going to preview it right now.
Need you right here. You know what I like, girl. Let's take it there. Do it all night.
So essentially what you want to do is get your lead vocal from the hook, duplicate that, and then just have the M auto pitch Foreman shift vocal right underneath it. So with the Foreman shift, I'm just dropping that down -6 and just making sure that the scale is still around A major. And just keep in mind whenever it loads up, it does reset, but just to show it again, it's set on A major, and this is what it sounds like with it.
Need you right here. You know what I like, girl. Let's take it there. Do it all night.
This is what it sounds like together.
Need you right here. You know what I like, girl. Let's take it there. Do it all night.
Just for taste, I added these ad-libs in the background of the hook.
You know what I like. Let's take it there. Do it all night.
Now they don't have to sound the best, but it just adds a little bit more character into the hook. So what you want to do is just add an ensemble onto the ad-libs just to give it that wide stereo sounding feel, and that's what's going to make it spread out a little bit more. So aside from that, I'm just putting an echo on here on the ad-libs as well, just so that there's an echo on the vocal. It just creates more of a better feel for the vocals. And here's all three of that together.
You know what I like, girl, let's take it there, oh, do it all night.
Now for the verse in the song, it's pretty much exactly the same as the lead hook that I showed you guys earlier before. But what you're going to do is just take off the ozone imager too, just so that that vocal isn't very wide. And then you just want to reduce the amount of reverb that you do have on that vocal. It'll be best just to keep the wet level to around 7% and keep it minimal. And this is what it sounds like with it.
Okay, she drip, sliding, turn into a beat soon as I get behind it. You know I'm a freaking go to stick shift, drive it. When I wanna, she call me perfect timing.
Now playing it with the beat.
Okay, she drip, sliding, turn into a beat soon as I get behind it. You know I'm a freaking go to stick shift, drive it. When I wanna, she call me perfect timing.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and put a thumbs up. Put in the comment section what you all want to see next. And if you need a song mixed and mastered, just go to bluenovabeats.com. Go to the contact form on the very bottom of the page. Send me a message there. As I mentioned before, this vocal preset, along with any other version of the FL Studio or the Wave Studio rack, is available for you guys to get. But I'll catch everyone on the next video.
As I get behind it, you know I'm a freaking go to stick shift, drive it. When I wanna, she call me perfect timing. I've been living in a deep end. I've been putting my face in it. My God, don't tell me that you're leaving. I'll give you something to believe in. Yo,